money. Not for you. Not for you, but for them to make money. For them to make money. That is why. They don't care about you. If they care about you, this period, they would be using it to say, what can I do for my people? What can we do for my people? They will do whatever they can to ensure that even as the border is closed, you can eat, you can feed yourself. If you can't feed yourself, then what need do you have for Nigeria? Let me ask you again. If you cannot feed yourself, what need do you have for Nigeria? Nigeria cannot protect you. Nigeria cannot protect you. Nigeria cannot feed you. What need do you have for Nigeria? What is the need? Even this time that is the planting season, they won't give you the seedlings. They won't give you the tools. They won't give you tractors. They won't give you hoes. They won't give you. Even countries make sure that they provide fertilizers. Fertilizer is one of the products of petrol that you can produce with the oil that you have in Nigeria. Sorry, the oil I meant to say. Fertilizer. But Nigeria still imports fertilizers. They still import fertilizers. They don't want to eliminate the hunger. In rural communities that are supposed to be those benefiting from this process, rather than to help them, they send terrorists, Fulani terrorists. They send Fulani terrorists to go and make sure that our people do not plant. To make sure that our people do not plant. What are your politicians doing for you? Oh no, it is happening in Ehamofu. It's not happening here. No, their own politicians are bad. What has your own politician done for you? What has your own politician done for you? Look at Enugu State that has put Ehamofu, Enugu State governor that has put Ehamofu in a limbo. There is massive destruction happening in Enugu State because you have an imbecile for a governor. Why do I call him imbecile? You have somebody who is not putting the interest of the people first, yet he says he's a governor. Yes, he says he's there to represent the people. Then what are you doing really? Because you are not making sense. Governor Pitamba is not making sense. All the policies that this man has been trying to do, he's trying to turn Enugu State into another Olo. I'm not saying into an Imo State, into another Olo. Do you know what is happening in Olo? Do you know how bad Hope Uzodinma turned Olo into? How the hopelessness in the seat of power turned Olo into. And this is where he's from. If I say na onye na-amaghị otu esi akpụ ogele, ya ga-lee egbe anya n'ọdụ. Ụzụ na-amaghị otu esi akpụ ogele, ya ga-lee egbe anya n'ọdụ. Look at Olo, the devastation that Hope Uzodinma has caused in Olo. This is what Peter Amba has come to do. It seems like in every tenor they find an idiot that they will use to destabilize our land in one place or the other. Enugu states that Enugu has been ravaged by insecurity, which the government, the governor enforced, brought into the state, taking people's land forcefully away from them, giving it to terrorists. Instead of him to face, have you heard him facing terrorists or doing whatever to face terrorists? No. A reasonable person who is not an imbecile, a reasonable person who is not mentally demented would have said, how do I secure my people? As a governor, somebody who is in charge of the security of the state. But what has he done? Let's look at this news. He's not interested in securing Ehamufu. He's not interested in securing Enugu State. He's not. He's not interested in the people that are dying on a daily basis. Oh no, it says here from National Ambassador, it says government relaunches manhunt on 8 IPOB members. What did IPOB members do to you, Pitamba? What? Because Pitamba found resources in the land of Enugu State, and now he wants to kill the people in order to have the resources for Zamfara State. It's not even as if he is going to get the resources for himself. No. He's getting it for Zamfara State, for his slave masters, the Fulani terrorists. These are the people, all these things he's doing for them. For them, not even for his own people. For them. For them. Now you understand why I call him an imbecile. It says here, Enugu State government said it has relaunched a manhunt on 8 leaders of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra IPOB over alleged involvement in illegal protests, kidnapping and other forms of civil unrest in the state and other southeastern parts of Nigeria. Is this fool blind to all of the evidences that Hope Uzodinma, the man who even created the insecurity, is he not aware of the statement made by Hope Uzodinma that the terrorism in the state is a political one, the one that is sponsored by his fellow politicians, APC, PDP, Labour Party, the rest of them? Did he not hear that? Did he not hear that? A very peaceful organization like IPOB is what the Nigeria government using minions like the Enugu State governor to target. Look at an innocent man like Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that the court already discharged and acquitted, and Nigeria government held on to him, refused to release him. The same part is the part that Pitamba is heading to. The same part. Now, this Pitamba, has Enugu court, any court in Enugu ever sentenced an IPOB member? The answer is no. The answer is no. But you have organized manhunt for IPOB members. It says here the governor, Pitamba, disclosed this during the inauguration of a well-equipped neighborhood watch security outfit aimed to clamp down on the activities of IPOB and strengthen the security architecture of the state. Why are you against IPOB? And do not forget, let me remind you people, do not forget, this is not the first time that Pitamba is towing this line. Do not forget. I just want to remind you. Do not forget that this is not the first time. As soon as he got into power, in fact, that was when he launched the balloon. When Mazi Sanwo-Olu was speaking about Israel and their relationship with Nigeria, have you people forgotten the information of the balloon that they mounted at Enugu, in Enugu State? It was a collaborative effort of the Nigeria government, Israeli government, and Enugu State government. This was Pitamba. As soon as Pitamba came into power, he now gave a part of our land to the terrorists to occupy. The terrorist that goes with the name, the British whatever commission. Because these are the people holding us in slavery. These are the people who are terrorizing our land, who are making sure that the army comes into our land to kill us. And he gave a part of our land to them. And now he has come again to hunt for people who have said, We want the well-being of our people. Those who have said they want the well-being of their people, he has come to kill them. This is the state of affairs you have in Nigeria. You know, when some people get so angry and say every politician's head must be chopped off, it is because of such things. Now, how many politicians speak for these people? How many politicians rise up? And someone will, the time somebody now speaks about it, that is when somebody will jump up and say, this, start talking. But you see these things happening. You see the people that you have put Biafrans in their hands to lead us. You see what they are doing to your people, and you are quiet. You are quiet. And when all of you are categorized as the same, you start up telling us that no, it is not like that. How is it not like? How is it any different? If tomorrow something happens to this man, now they start saying, this. Talking about how politicians are dying, whereas they are the ones killing themselves. Rocha Sokorocha said the same thing. He made it clear. He made it clear that it was Hope Uzodinma that was causing insecurity. That it was Hope Uzodinma that was causing insecurity. Your brother is in DSS dungeon having health complications. Petamba, your brother is in DSS dungeon trying to save your life. And you are there being a fool. You are there being a fool. While your brother is suffering for you. And you understand why sometimes we get offended, we get angry. When you look closely, you find out that this fool was also invited to a church to go and talk nonsense. When you look at it, go and look at it, you find out that this Easter he was most probably in one church talking rubbish. This is somebody who is not interested in the lives of the people that he's in charge of. The people that has been put he's not interested in. Now, it says here, Mba mentioned the names of the wanted persons to include. I'm just going to mention them. Mba has not mentioned the Biafrans who have been abducted from Enugu State and are languishing in various detention facilities, even those who have been disappeared by the Nigeria Army, by the DSS, by the police. He's not interested in the crime that is happening different parts of Enugu. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's not. He's more interested in what the land has to offer. He's more interested in the resources in those lands. The resources in Ehamofu, the resources at all of these lands. That is what he is more interested in. That is what he is more interested in. He's not interested in the people. And these are the people that are in charge of the lives of Nigerians. These are the type of people that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu gave the solution to the Nigerian problems to. And what did they do? They abducted him. Because, just like Petamba, Nigeria government is not interested in any meaningful solution to the Nigerian crisis because it created it to begin with. Nigeria does not want a solution to the criminality that is happening. Of course, criminality happens all over the world. You find criminals in different places, just like in Nigeria. But the case with Nigeria is that the Nigeria government funds criminality, thereby giving it wings. They fund criminality in Nigeria. The Nigeria government funds criminality. I have played the clip here severally, where the evidence has been given that Nigeria government is the direct sponsor of terrorism in Nigeria. That is why they kidnapped a man who said, listen, I have a solution to your corruption. I have a solution to your insecurities, the insecurity all over the country. I have the solution to the ethnic rivalries. I have a solution to the mismanagement of economy. I have a solution, and they said this problem we created. This is the thinking of the Nigerian politicians. They created the problem to benefit themselves. Therefore, they do not want the solution. This is what Peter Mba is doing. He is saying exactly the same thing. Saying, your mate, Peter Mba, your mate at Abia State is now generating power. 24 hours power supply to some villages. What are you doing about it? Have your states not been given the right to generate electricity by the law? Have they not been given the right, empowered by the law to generate electricity? Have they not been? But you are more interested in hosting balloons. And you remember that they said they were going to put more. Who knows if they've put more? We don't know. You put up that balloon for surveillance. You said the balloon was to survey and ensure that there is security. Oh, that balloon did not work for you anymore. The balloon that even America was complaining that it is a surveillance equipment. But you did not use it fully, or what? What is happening? It did not give you exactly where the terrorists are coming from, the Fulani terrorists are coming from. No, because you did not put that security issue in place in order to watch the terrorists. No, you are putting it in place to aid terrorists. That is why they can come and attack people at a Hamofo and you cannot see them, even though you hoisted a balloon in the air. A balloon with camera that you can see what is happening in real time, you still close your eyes to it. Why? Why? When we talk about terrorism, do not think you'll be counted out, because you are implementing the tactics on how to further destroy our land. You are there watching terrorism, the rampage of terrorists. And what are you doing? What is Governor Peter Mba of Enugu State doing? He's encouraging it. He's encouraging it. You can't even provide electricity for your people. You can't even provide electricity for your people. You put one security instrument in place after another. For what purpose? So that you can harm your people. So that you can harm your people. This is the same thing that the Nigeria military is there for. Nigeria government put the military in place. Why? So that they can harm people. So that they can harm Nigerians. Nigeria government puts the DSS in place. Why? So that they can harm Nigerians. This is why we are saying that Nigeria is not tenable. Look at electricity that has been given to you people to generate. In a place where there is gas, Enugu State. I was watching a video some time ago where somebody was making a recording of gas just coming out of